So another unique thing about this airplane, as old as it is it's not a completely hydraulic airplane. So modern airplanes nowadays are hydraulic and fly-by-wire. We still fly this airplane with a manual cable to the elevator. So that presents unique flying control courses that we have to overcome and get practiced on. And it makes flying the airplane a joy once you could get it all working and harmony together. So my experience with Samaritan's Purse so far, I've got to take Christmas child boxes to Israel. I've got to take relief supplies for a flood in Brazil.
I did relief supplies to Ukraine for landing in Holland.
And all of those missions allow us to serve a community that is in need of hearing the gospel. So it's joyful for us to be able to do that.
The plane itself, I think probably the most unique thing about loading it would be the fact that the cargo is forward of the passenger section. And so most of the weight is forward. And so the difficulties can be when you have a bunch of passengers in the back, but not a lot of freight up front. So when we were doing relief missions, to Ukraine, to Poland, we were taking Ukrainian refugees to Toronto. And so we were flying back basically empty as we took a bunch of supplies forward. And so the creative thing was trying to find out how much ballast was needed to have the weight forward in order to counteract the passengers all being in the rear. We've recently acquired a 767, and that one is going to be a tremendous increase for our capabilities. It's about 3 times the volume of space for cargo from my point of view, as well as just the intermixing of different pallets and cargo that we could take just by having that more space. It's going to increase the tremendous things. So that's our next step.
So we also have a 757 that's been with our ministry for about 2 years already. And so that one's a smaller cargo airplane, and we've been able to have it go global reach by making more fuel stops than maybe the DC-8 has had to do. But between these 2 cargo airplanes, we'll be able to do things regionally in North and South America very easily with the 757 and internationally easily with the 767. Neither of them are passenger variants, so they're cargo only. So we are still looking forward to trying to figure out how to recover the passenger emissions that would allow us to bring the field hospital, which we can now put entirely in the 767, yet still bring the field team that goes along with it. So the cargo and the medical team are together on site at the very instant we land, and they can hit the ground running.
Oh, look here. Yeah, 10 years ago, this airplane ushered in heavy transportation for
Samaritan's Purse. And in the same way, the 767 will be a game changer and usher in a whole new age of transportation. As an example, it takes 3 of this airplane to take a Tier 3 emergency field hospital around the world. We will be able to do the exact same thing on 1 airplane, so 3 times the capacity of the current airplane that we have here behind us, Benet.
The retirement year is this year, 31 December. We plan to retire it, and the question is always asked is, what's next? We do not know. Right now, we're developing options, whether that's a museum, whether that's another organization that takes it over, or whether it's just time to put it to bed. We'll see how that works, but we're going to trust in God for his plan.
So it's the last U.S. registered E3 flying in the world today. Yes, there is another one flying in the DRC in Africa, we believe, and another one that's Peruvian registered, but it's flying in
Miami.
So we always refer people to our webpage, SamaritansCurse.org, and there you'll find out all kinds of information.
I think the most important thing is to understand that what we do is exactly what you see written on the plane there, where it says, helping in Jesus' name on the nose. We want people to know that when we go somewhere to represent Jesus, and we're trying to proclaim the gospel so that we can feed the more important spiritual needs that they find themselves in.